Man, wait a minute, who am I kidding? Fuck that. Let's hit the streak tonight. Let's hit 200 bucks. Guys, you understand, these shitbag detractors are sitting there right now thinking, haha, the streak's permanently over. Phil's not gonna get it back. We can get it back tonight. We got time. Let's fucking do it. Come on, let's get some contributions in. Let's belt those fuckers right now. Live on stream. Let's make it rain, and then I can fucking laugh at those assholes. And then you know what we'll do? Tomorrow on the podcast, we'll go to their channels and we'll watch their videos and laugh at this fucker.
I'm gonna get gold out of you, Phil.
Now, Phil, are you sure you want to go down this road? On the 21st of April 2024, you said the following about reacting to detractor content.
Someone literally wanted me to react directly to detractor content, and I refused. I said there's no point. Doing that just gives them attention they don't need, because you know that this video would probably be put up publicly somewhere. I'm not going to do that. I don't want to give attention to those who don't deserve it. They get enough as it is, and just further talking about or promoting detractor content is the opposite of what I would want. So what if you paid me 50 bucks? That doesn't help when ultimately it's just going to be toxic content for the internet that makes me look worse, right?
So one has to wonder why you completely changed your mind on this stance of yours. Your long-term fans only wish for you to focus on the gameplay and not on the drama. And yet in the course of almost 2 months now, you went from ignoring the haters to, dare I say it, embracing them. You are what you've always claimed to hate and despise about all the other bigger content creators, from the flashing LEDs to immediately stopping what you were doing to shout out the latest dollar sent to your direction, to playing meme viral games with other people online like Chained Together and so on. Hell, you only got rid of Derek due to the threat of Kino Casino abandoning you for not doing so, despite many people, detractors and deadheads alike, telling you for many years now what sort of person Derek was. You were very aware of what he was doing and what he was like, and this was not a new revelation to you despite your claims to the contrary when you fucking talked to Null about this on the Kino Casino stream. Even your friend Brian, who told you about Derek before when you two were making content together, you chose to ignore this friend of yours, but when pressed by Kino Casino and when threatened by them to either staying loyal to Derek or keeping Kino's support, you banned that creepy little bastard so fast that his head's still spinning today. You ignored your critics, your fans, even your friends, into doing what was right, but when Kino Casino threatened to not support you anymore, that's what made you give up protecting Derek? At least some good came from the Kino Casino arc. This could very easily turn into a lengthy video pointing out your many hypocrisies and lies, not just from years ago but from months, weeks, days ago. But instead we'll just wrap up with this. Some of your detractors, like myself, have been around quite a decent amount of time, Phil. We've seen you fleece your fans for $2,000 to reveal a cat. We've watched you beg for $100 every stream for 276 straight streams to keep wearing a vest. We've seen you do many emergency fundraisers to hashtag save the house and so on. We've witnessed you making hundreds of thousands of dollars each year for over a decade now. And we're still here, doing our detracting. So if you truly believe that you getting a lot of money from your audience is supposed to make us extremely upset and angry, then how come we're still here and making content we enjoy making but others seem to also appreciate? You seem to be forgetting, Phil, that we know you better than most of your audience do. You rarely learn from your lessons. You're the guy who amassed a huge amount of credit card debt travelling to conventions or Street Fighter back in the day, and through from being in the right place at the right time, you were given an insanely lucrative mission contract to pay off those debts, only to then accrue an even bigger amount of credit card debt a couple years later, which led to your bankruptcy when you moved to Washington. You're the guy who did not do their due diligence when moving to Washington State on the other taxes you'd owe for running your own business, and I'd actually argue that had some random detractor not signed you up for those mailing lists alerting the authorities that you weren't paying those taxes you were meant to be paying, that potentially could have been so much more damaging for you in the long run. So anytime, Phil, you want to thank that anonymous detractor for making sure the authorities were aware that you were doing the right thing legally, Phil, anytime you want to say thank you to them, that'll be appreciated. And finally, Phil, we know that the more money you actually make in a year, the more money you'll need to ask for come tax season. You are notoriously sloppy when it comes to managing your finances and especially your money for your taxes, and if history has proven anything, Phil, is that you never set aside the money each month when you make it for the tax man, which means that come tax season, the alarm bells start ringing and the fans need to step up even more to make up for, owing more, you own more, due to tax season, all because you refuse to put that money aside for each month. I'm just here to play bingo though, because you are, Phil, more than anything else, a predictable son of a bitch.